The sea returns to calm, but the water remains stained with blood for dozens of miles. Radar confirms no large creatures are nearby. Zhang Yi asks Lao Tian about their progress and is told Ganryu Island is over 1,000 nautical miles away, about 3 days' travel. Zhang Yi orders constant radar monitoring, suspecting the sea monster may not be dead, but reassures Lao Tian that its severe injuries will likely keep it from bothering them again soon. Back in the cabin, Zhu Yonk anxiously asks about the monster. Zhang Yi tells her it retreated badly wounded. When she worries about future attacks, he internally thinks the worst case is the ship's destruction, but he could escape with Zhou Core. He states they will reach Yanlu Island in about 3 days and tells Zhu Yonk to contact the people there. In her room, Zhu Yonk uses her communication device, linked to the Nebula system, to reach their contact on the island, codenamed Snow Wolf. After several attempts, she gets through. Snow Wolf's voice is exhausted and tense, reporting that more than half his team has died and the situation is extremely dangerous. Zhu Yonk reassures him they will arrive in 3 days. Using satellite imagery, she identifies their location, a secret cave at the base of a cliff in the northwest. Zhang Yi asks Snow Wolf about dangers on the island. Snow Wolf explains the island has native inhabitants and refugees, totaling over 20,000 people. Volcanic activity provides geothermal heat, but food is scarce, leading to violence, murder, and cannibalism. He confirms there are armed local gangs and some people with powerful abilities, superhumans, but no professional armies. Satisfied, Zhang Yi leaves Zhu Yonk to continue communications. He goes to the control room and orders Lao Tian to have the crew prepare weapons, equipment, and bulletproof vests for their arrival. 3 days later, the Jin Feng arrives at Ganryu Island without further incident. The island is an active volcanic tourist destination known for hot springs. After the apocalypse, it became a refuge for thousands. The Jin Feng arrives at Ganryu Island around 9:30 a.m., encountering a biting wind and temperatures around -20°C. The icebreaker crushes through the nearshore ice to dock at a port in the island's northwest, following the coordinates from Snow Wolf. Zhang Yi orders everyone to prepare for departure and instructs Zhu Yonk to contact Snow Wolf. He assigns personnel, deciding to take 6 crew members ashore while 10 remain on the ship. Zhu Yonk makes contact and informs Zhang Yi that Snow Wolf will arrive soon. As Zhang Yi observes the snow-covered island, he privately wonders about the location of the substance known as the Source of God, curious about its potential to enhance superhuman strength and break genetic locks to reach Epsilon level. Zhou Core and Zhu Yonk, both in white combat uniforms, accompany him. Zhou Core expresses a desire to soak in the island's famous hot springs, mentioning their mineral benefits, while Zhu Yonk feels jealous of Zhou Core's casual physical contact with Zhang Yi, frustrated by her own lack of progress in their relationship. Suddenly, Zhang Yi becomes alert and activates the interdimensional separation domain, protecting the group just as gunfire erupts from the snowy landscape. Figures emerge and fire fiercely, but all bullets are swallowed by the alternate dimension. Zhang Yi realizes the attackers are not superhumans, just ordinary gunmen, likely the dangerous elements Snow Wolf warned about, drawn by the conspicuous arrival of the Jin Feng. With a wave of his hand, Zhang Yi uses his ability to return all bullets to their original trajectories, causing heavy casualties among the ambushers. The attackers are from a violent organization led by a man named Kunbi from a small Nanyang country. Kunbi, seeing his men fall, decides to fight to the death, transforms into a bizarre, centipede-like creature covered in white bone spurs, and burrows through the snow to attack from below. Sensing the subterranean assault, Zhang Yi impales the ground with his holy judgment blade, skewering Kunbi and flinging his wounded body out. Zhang Yi identifies him as a beta-level alien. Kunbi, writhing on the blade, begs for mercy. Zhang Yi, unimpressed by the cowardice, tells him he only knows he is going to die. He then proceeds to brutally execute Kunbi, slicing his centipede body nearly in half from head to tail with the blade, remarking on the creature's legendary resilience. After the ambush, Zhou Core notes that the gunfire will attract attention, but Zhang Yi dismisses the concern, reasoning that the presence of only beta-level attackers suggests no truly powerful superhumans are on the isolated island. Suddenly, a crew member spots a figure approaching with hands raised. The man, wearing a white down jacket with a hood, identifies himself as being from Huashu Kingdom and cautiously asks if they are a rescue team. Zhang Yi and Zhu Yonk ask if he is Snow Wolf. The man, overcome with emotion, confirms this and breaks down sobbing with relief, kneeling on the ground. Zhu Yonk helps him up. The man introduces himself as Li Zhongyu, a Chinese-American history teacher from Singapore who was on a school trip to Ganryu Island when the cold wave trapped them. He recounts how the island descended into a living hell, with over half of his group dying, many becoming food for criminal organizations. Zhu Yonk is heartbroken and reassures him they are here to take him home. Zhang Yi remains emotionally detached, having seen similar horrors in Tianhai City. Zhang Yi coldly interrupts, asking Li Zhongyu about the thing he mentioned in his communications, referring to the mysterious substance. Li Zhongyu becomes wary, stating he does not have it on him and will only hand it over once they are safely evacuated. He adds that the item was not obtained on Ganryu Island, implying the mission is not yet complete. Zhang Yi smiles faintly, admiring Li Zhongyu's caution. He then asks how many survivors are left, and Li Zhongyu replies more than 30, a number Zhang Yi finds acceptable. Li Zhongyu explains the others are hiding in a cave. He came to investigate the gunshots. Zhang Yi orders him to lead the way, wanting to leave quickly to avoid further attention from the island's inhabitants. When they reach a cave entrance blocked by rocks, Zhu Yunk, feeling compassionate, offers to have the crew move the boulders. Zhang Yi stops them, confronting Li Zhongyu with a knowing smile. He points out that an ordinary person would not dare scout alone amid gunfire and accuses Li Zhongyu of hiding his status as an ability user, telling him not to bother with the pretense. Li Zhongyu gives a bitter smile and transforms, growing white fur, enlarging his body, and developing sharp teeth and claws, becoming a 2-meter-tall white snow wolf, a beastman-type ability user. Zhang Yi notes he is only beta level, with strength sufficient only for self-preservation, which explains why he couldn't protect everyone. Li Zhongyu sorrowfully agrees, stating that survival on the island requires contested resources like food and fuel. Li Zhongyu, back in human form, moves the large boulder blocking the cave entrance himself, revealing a narrow opening. He leads the way inside, followed by 2 crew members, then Zhang Yi, Zhou Kur, and Zhu Yunk, with 4 more crew members at the rear. The cave is dark, warm, damp, and carries a strong sulfur smell from hot springs. Zhang Yi expresses surprise at the lack of foul odor, and Li Zhongyu explains he uses his medical knowledge to enforce hygiene, utilizing a hot spring for bathing and special channels for waste management, which they attempted to use for fertilizer in an unsuccessful sustainable farming effort. Zhang Yi remarks the idea is good but internally reflects that in such an environment, he would have become like the aggressor Kunbi, not a protector like Li Zhongyu. As they proceed, the cave is illuminated by a faint green glow from minerals in the walls. During the walk, Zhang Yi asks how Li Zhongyu maintained contact with the Jiangnan region over such a distance. Li Zhongyu produces a Huawei Mate 600 phone, explaining that Huawei-built base stations on the island provide signal. Zhang Yi acknowledges Huawei's leading capabilities in this area. They arrive at the survivors' living area, where 2 armed guards halt them. Li Zhongyu identifies himself and announces the rescue team's arrival. The guards react with a complex mix of suspicion and cautious joy. Zhang Yi finds their reaction odd, expecting more unbridled relief from people in dire straits. Li Zhongyu asks Zhang Yi's group to wait outside while he goes in to have people tidy up, gesturing to some stones for seating. Zhang Yi declines to sit, pressing Li Zhongyu to expedite matters, stating they cannot stay long. Li Zhongyu appears awkward, swallowing and fidgeting, before pulling the 2 guards into the cave with him. Inside the well-lit, spacious cave, dozens of people are gathered around a glowing ore. A short, striking middle-aged man named Ma Wenjian, an entrepreneur who also acts as a priest and spiritual leader, is giving an impassioned speech about enduring the present hardship, having hope for the future, and the belief that the apocalypse will pass and they will be saved. His speech receives sparse applause, bringing a glimmer of hope to the weary refugees. The group is a diverse, multinational rainbow team. Li Zhongyu bursts in and excitedly announces that the rescuers have arrived and will take them back. The news causes an uproar, people jump up, surround him, and some weep with joy. A man with gold-rimmed glasses asks excitedly if it is the Colombian Naval Forces, proclaiming his faith that Colombia did not abandon its citizens and tearfully giving thanks to God in Colombia.